Greetings, everybody. This is Harmony speaking. I was visiting my granddaughter the other day, and by the way, she's the one that told me about the Mandela effect years ago. And for those of you who don't know, I originally started my channel called Harmony. It was just Harmony. I had like 8,000 subscribers. I was the guy who made the Mandela effect go. I'm literally the guy that made the Mandela effect go viral on YouTube, and um, you know the Mandela effect. Everything's changing by Stasha Erickson. When she wrote a book about the Mandela effect, it's kind of like the book ends up being about me basically. So then she contacted me and said, "Hey, do you want to contribute to the book?" So then I put my paper in there. So anyway, so she's the one who told me about the Mandela effect years ago. And so I was visiting with her, and she has had a great awakening, and on her own, just discovered her true purpose and what she's here for and everything. So she had a lot of questions for me, and we talked for a couple hours. A really good conversation. And one of the things she asked me, and it's something I've touched on before, she asked me, why hasn't the event happened yet? And I've said before, if you know me in other videos, I've said it'll happen. When it's ready, when the time is right. God knows the time. But then I kind of like started channeling my higher self just automatically. I didn't try to do it. And unfortunately, I wasn't recording myself, so I'll do the best I can to repeat what I said to her. So basically, um, when the event happens, in essence, what's going to happen is, your pineal gland is going to be decalcified and ignited and bring to full health. All your chakra systems will be lined up. The DNA, as you know, we have you might be familiar with the double strand helix DNA, but in reality, we're supposed to have in the physical a 5-strand DNA is what we're supposed to have. And then going into the higher dimensions, we're supposed to, from the 6th to the 12th strand, those exist in higher dimensions. So we're all together between the physical and the higher dimensionals, all intertwined and working together. It's not supposed to be a 2-strand DNA. It's supposed to, I don't have 12 fingers, but it's supposed to be 12-strand DNA. So we're supposed to have a 12-strand DNA. So after the event, when this energy comes bathing into us, the DNA will be restored. We're also going to have a 12-strand DNA. All the poisons and toxins will be cleaned out. Basically, at the end of it takes about, and the event is going to be about an hour long initially. The big event, and then when that's done, everybody's going to basically have a 5D body and wake up to the fifth dimension. The issue with that is they will be able to see things that they've never seen before. So if the Christians are familiar with angels and demons. So after the event, you'll have a 5D body, you'll have fifth dimensional awareness, and much, much more, much more. And so, just like you can see this pencil right here, if there's a demon sitting here, an angel sitting here, you're going to be able to see an angel demon just like you can see a pencil. You're going to be able to see the higher dimensions in the spirit world, just physical, just like a pencil. So let me let's talk about for those of you know, I have an AA degree in biblical studies. I have a bachelor's degree in religion. I was a minister for over 10 years, and yada yada yada. So I'm allowed to bag on Christians a little bit here, since I was in that dogma for a very long time. But basically, let's say you're a Christian. You only believe in God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, angels, and demons, and that's it. The thing is that I was brought up Assembly of God. That's my training. And that denomination, I'm not going to speak for all of them, but the party line from the very top of the Assembly of God Church all the way down, everyone believes that there is no life outside of Earth in the entire universe, going on forever and ever and ever and ever. There is absolutely zero, no life at all. Doesn't exist. Therefore, all these aliens and the UFOs, the church official stance is that they are demons and it's the work of the devil, and there's no such thing as UFOs, there's no such thing as demons. All those things are lies and a work of the devil, and the devil's deceiving you. Okay? That's what that denomination believes, and I know that several other denominations believe that as well. And as a whole, the Christian community and believes that. So, what happens to these people when they wake up and all of a sudden they look around and they see not only angels and demons, but now they see leprechauns, elves, fairies, gnomes, gremlins, and then they see aliens. You see your reptilians, your greys, your praying mantis, Palladians, Arcturians. They're gonna see freaking spaceships flying around. They're gonna see gigantic orbs the size of planets, and it's just going to scare the living freaking crap out of them. The other thing is that these beings, they work on the universal law of permission. So let's say you wake up and then you all of a sudden you see a demon and you're gonna be like, oh, you're scary, and they're gonna be like, yes, you're right, I am scary, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, it's gonna hurt me. They're gonna go, yeah, that's right, I'm gonna hurt you. So what you just did is you unknowingly gave permission, according to universal law, for that demon to be scary and to hurt you, and now it has the authority and the permission to hurt you and scare you. You just unknowingly gave that being the permission to torment you unknowingly. And the thing is, people don't understand how the rules work. Like, people don't even know a leprechaun or an elf or a gremlin or gnome. They don't even know these things even exist. So all of a sudden they're going to see these things and they're not going to understand the rule book. These guys are going to run up and go, ha ha ha, I'm going to get you. And the thing is, if you know the rules, you can just sit there and go, no, you're not. You don't have permission to do that. And I'm not going to allow that. Go away. You can't hurt me. And you have, and you, if you understand the rules, if you understand these beings exist, you can sit there in a place of absolutely no fear, and you can have power and authority over them. The thing is, the majority of the people on this planet aren't even aware. Number one, they don't believe in them, and they don't know the rules, and they're going to wake up, and basically the event is going to be a horrific experience for them. It's going to be detrimental. Now, most of you listening to me right now, the event will happen, and then boom, you're gone. You're off to 5D Earth. Everything's fine and wonderful, and you folks are like, come on, let's have the event. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to send now. If you happen to be from another world, let's say Palladian, Arcturian, whatever, and you heard the great call to come down here to help out, and this is your first incarnation here as a human being, as soon as you just agreed to come for the event to help raise the vibrational frequency of the earth and help this thing, kickstart and go off. So when the event happens, those folks are going to go back to the home world. There's folks that came directly from source. They're going to go directly to source. And, there's going to be this massive exit. But and all these folks are going, come on, let's have the event now. I'm ready. But the thing is, what you forget is that the majority of the population is not hip to this stuff. They're not aware of it. And if they are aware of it, they don't believe in it. And they're not going to be ready to go to 5D Earth. They're not from another solar system, so they don't have anywhere to go. They're not going to be ready to go directly to source. In other words, they're going to be stuck right here with all the evil stuff and all the garbage and all the stuff going on. They're not going to have any knowledge of it, and they're going to be able to see it all for the first time. And a lot of them are going to be so freaking scared, they're literally going to die of fear. I'm sorry. A large part of the population is just going to die from fear. They're just going to freaking have a heart attack and die. Another segment of the population, if we were to have the event right now, they won't be able to handle it. There's going to be mass suicides. So there'll be mass suicides. The other people were just going to go cuckoo crazy and act nuts, and their lives are over. It's destroyed. So what I'm getting at is, if God were to have the event right now, it would be extremely detrimental and harmful to the very folks that he's trying to save. Because I'm sorry, folks, if you're awake and ready, you're good to go, and you want the event to happen right now, well, great, but you're okay. You're going to be able to survive a couple more years. You can handle it, okay? That's what God's saying. You guys can handle it. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the lost sheep. The Bible says, if one sheep goes missing, he leaves the herd and goes find that one sheep and brings it back. These stories in the Bible, there's a lot of truth to them. So, the event is for the sheeple that are asleep. That's what the event is for. It's for the folks that are asleep. And if we were to have the event right now, the folks that are asleep, what the event is designed for, to help these people, It will actually hurt them. It'll be just detrimental. It's going to kill them. There'll be mass suicides. I mean, it just be a horrific. It won't be a kumbaya wonderful thing for these people. It's going to be awful. If we were to have the event right now, it'd be awful. World chaos. I mean, it'd be a disaster. It would be a complete disaster, and then all these people would be going, "Why, God? Why'd you do this?" While everybody else is gone to fly the earth, they went home, and everybody else is happy. And the folks that are left behind, that the event is really for, they're going to be screwed. So basically, God put out a mandate, and He said to all the benevolent beings, the people who are awake, the workers, as we say, clean the damn place up, basically. I shouldn't say damn, excuse me. Clean the place up. So that's what we've been doing. We've been, tracking, we've been cleaning up the demons. We've been serving their eviction notice. Basically, we put out a call that, if you don't belong in this reality, if you're not indigenous to this reality, get out of here. Go home and leave now. Because if you don't, we're going to do it forcibly. So, there's been a lot of eviction calls. There's been mass evacuations. I'm talking over 1 trillion beings took the advantage and they have left. But there are a lot of folks, a lot of different species, dimensions that's, I call them the fumes. The F you make me, F you make me. So we've been running around cleaning house. There's been a lot of battles, a lot of wars going on. That whole thing's just a freaking mess all in itself. And, basically giving people their eviction notice, and if they don't comply, well, what do? You have to forcibly make them go, or eliminate them. So that's what we're doing right now, folks. We're in the process of cleaning house and getting rid of all the folks that don't belong here, so that when we do have the event for the folks who are asleep, because that's who it's designed for, you have to remember, it's not designed for you. No, you right there. It's not designed for you. The event is not designed for you, okay? It's designed for the people who are asleep, who aren't even listening to me right now. It's designed for the people who are asleep. So we have to clean everything up so that when the energy comes through and everything they get their upgrades and they get transmuted and they're in the fifth dimension and they're awake. When they look around, we want to make sure that they don't see a freaking 100 demons and elves and gnomes and evil crap and monsters and different alien species walking around, because I'm sure I forgot the name of the video. It's like go to YouTube, type in shape-shifting Secret Service protector. There's this Secret Service agent protecting Barack Obama. His holographic costume failed, and you could see what a real freaking alien looks like, at least that one species. So people are going to be able to see the holographic stuff, the cloaking devices, the shapeshifters. They're not going to be able to hide anymore. Okay? So, we got to make sure that folks, when they wake up, they don't see a whole bunch of crap and aliens and, a whole bunch of crap that's going to scare the living crap out of them. Okay? So be patient, folks. Be patient. We're doing our best, If you don't know how to help, or if you're not a part of some team or network that goes out and helps the universe, clean up this place and help, raise it to the higher vibrational frequency, as we say, then simply pray and meditate. I say pull in, pure source God creator energy. Let it be like a pillar of light. Shine love everywhere. So if you don't know what to do, just focus on shining like a pillar of light and just spread love everywhere. And just by doing that, you are making a huge difference. Can you imagine if every being on this world right now just did that alone all the time? Just shine love everywhere? That alone would just have such... And it does, because people are doing it. And it's had a tremendous impact on our reality. But if everybody did it, oh my gosh, we could move things along a lot quicker. Because the enemy can't not stand to be in the presence of God or Jesus Christ or... angels, the light, the truth, the love. They can't stand it. They're like cockroaches. You have a whole bunch of cockroaches in the dark. You turn the light on, they all run, they scatter. So it's kind of like that. So by shining that light, you're making the bad guys run. Okay, so that does make a huge difference. So anyway, I don't have much time to talk. I need to get going. I got a lot of stuff to do right now. So until next time, God bless. Peace, everybody. I hope you're all doing well out there. Until next time.